The final whistle. Final whistle has gone at Carrow Road, and Rovers scramble away a cheeky little point. 2-2 in the end. Desmond 2-2. 2-2 in the bag in a game that Rovers were a little lucky to get anything out of it. I need something on my feet, otherwise I'm going to get all sorts of shit on my feet. But yeah, great game in the end. Good result for Rovers. And yeah, a massive point in the bag in a game which played any other time of the season. And we'd be lucky. We'd be lucky to get anything out of it. So maybe we played Norwich at a bad time, or maybe just Rovers have got that bit between the teeth, a bit of fight, a bit of desire for Rovers in what has been a pretty decent kind of roller coaster of a week. We had, of course, a good result last weekend, followed that up with a good display in the Cup against Stockport, but then we did lose Sam Smodic just 24 hours ago. So pretty mad, but the guys really stood up and you know, gave us something to cheer about. You know, we're losing one of our most prolific players we've had in a long time, and probably in the last 10-15 years or so. Losing him, and of course that was always going to cause us some heartache. But another 2 goals in the back pocket for Rovers, and of course the goals this time around coming firstly from Ryan Hedges. He's been he's the 2 games so far this season. I know it's early days. Don't want to get too ahead of myself, but 2 games, 2 fantastic performances from Hedges, showing what we missed last season. He was out for a lot of time, a lot of injuries, but started off really good, and he got a great goal. I think Mac Tagay was involved with it, and a nice breakaway on the end, running against the run of play, because to be honest with you, Norwich were the better side and probably should have won this like 4 or 5-2 if we're going to be completely honest with you. But the teamwork, the tenacity, the never say die attitude was on display for Rovers. But Hedges gave us the lead, and we went into half time, you know, tails up, and just kind of looking at kind of cheat code our way into the final whistle. But Norwich came back out of the blocks again with that tenacity, and again with a bit of with the home advantage. The fans were on their side, specifically when they did take the lead. They made some changes as well, but Josh Sargent could have and probably should have had a hat-trick today, but he only got the one. He only got the 1 goal, and it was a great goal in the end, smashing the ball in the back of the net, the roof of the net, to make it 1-1. And then at that point, it looked like we just got to get out of here with a point. We got to get out of it somehow. And then we had to hold on, basically, because the Norwich were on the front foot. They got a second goal, pretty much 2 goals within 8 minutes. And then they, you know, Sainz with the second one. And they took, they were on easy street at that point. Rovers looking like they were going to go with absolutely nothing. Potentially, you know, I don't want to blame anybody, but Callum Britton seemed to be the main man at fault for a couple of the goals, to be fair. But John Eustace made changes as well, and those changes were initially were on the negative effect, because basically the goals for Norwich came pretty much after the substitutes were happened. So once the substitutes were on, we're talking Wyman, we're talking Ohashi. They got their noses in front, the Canaries, and again at that point it did not look like we were going to get anything from this game. But up stepped the main man, Ohashi, with his, what is it, 3rd goal of the campaign? 3rd goal in 3 sort of cameo appearances. Super sub extraordinaire. We've got ourselves a running gun of Solskjaer here, boys. He got the equalizer, and at that point it was just game management at its very best. Rovers probably didn't deserve to come away with a point, but to be honest with you, if you had offered that at the start, I would have bitten your arm off, because it's a tricky place to go, getting the momentum going, getting the belief going, and getting the teamwork going. You know, this is a big turning point in the season for Rovers. You know, we just lost Smodic. What's going to happen? Are we going to bring in any players to fill that void? And, you know, we've got to keep the current couple of players moving in the right directions. Your Ohashis, your Mac Tagays, all the lads, the Wymans and stuff. So, in all, great point in the bag. I'll take that gladly. And let's just get back to Ewood, prepare for Oxford, which will be a tricky game next weekend. and then go again, because it's going to be a busy end of the month here, folks, with... there's a hummingbird. We just missed a hummingbird over there. It's going to be a busy end of the month with Oxford, Bristol City, Blackpool and Burnley before the international break. But I'll be there, you'll be there. And of course, hopefully Rovers will show up and get their 3 points and more next week. Until then, there goes the pup. I'm out of here.